Ooh, we're live now, and here it comes the camera adjustment. Maybe I'll sit back. Uh, now I don't like sitting back. I wish I could do something. I'm going to try to work on this camera angle a little bit at some point. Oh, so okay, this is a real quick one with regards to the word woke, and something I think that most people don't think about. This is behind the meaning of the word. And essentially, what woke is a person complaining about not being able to exert or express their opinion without having blowback from it. And when a person becomes more successful socially, financially, um, then of course they get accustomed to being applauded and being right. And this goes towards authoritarians as well. You see, authoritarians do not like anybody talking back and saying, no, you're wrong. And so rather than attack, this is a classic tactic, and this is an ad hominem. When this is an ad hominem, whenever somebody says, oh, in logic, what they are doing for they attacking the person by disparaging them, because that's and the way they disparaging is that they're saying that this person is too sensitive to the cultural dissonance in a way, and that they should not be, so they shouldn't be such bleeding hearts. That is the essence of this. Um, and of course, the richer you get, the more wealth you have, the more comfortable you feel in your environment. If anybody comes and rattles your cage, you're going to make fun of them, or you're going to disparage them, because you're not going to look at yourself and say, oh, maybe I'm being an old fuddy-duddy. Maybe I have old ideas that aren't valid anymore. Maybe I'm just stupid and uneducated. Of course, nobody wants to do that. We all have egos that we want to protect. The egos are so important to us that we have to protect our ego and what we think. And there's all kinds of, you know, cognitive and confirmation biases, because when we succeed, when we become successful, when we have no problem pulling out a credit card and saying, boom, here you go, you get attitude, and you start to enjoy the smell of your own shit, and you think that other people should enjoy it too. In fact, maybe that's what's going on with Diaper Don. He's so rich that he basically, walks around in his diapers and says, hey, shit doesn't smell to me. If it smells to you, tough. Get used to it. It's my shit, and I don't have a problem with it. that if I'm hoping that you kind of get what I'm saying here. The woke word is just an attack on a person that is somewhat of a caring person, and it is a callous sort of just disregard, because that's what authoritarians do. They do not have substance to their argument. And when a person does not have substance to their argument, they will deflect. And the way they deflect is they either attack the individual making the argument, or they attack they talk about slippery slopes. So if you accept this notion, you have to accept many others, and it's just basically a fool's tool. Using the word woke is a fool's tool, and you just have to remember that. Oh, woke? No. Well, maybe. Yes, I am aware. I am sensitive to cultural discrepancies, because that's what we're looking at, cultural discrepancies. And unfortunately, these cultural discrepancies are defined by monetary and economic health and levels. You need to look at and get familiar with the wealth demographics in the United States throughout the board. How many people are wealthy? How many people are poor in your neighborhood? Go ahead and ask AI for these numbers instead of asking AI to draw little fancy pieces of shit with smiles on them. Ask AI to give you some information that's going to help you understand some of the elements of your environment, because that's what we all have to contend with. We have an environment, and this environment is our challenge. And we can either let it control us or we can control it or use it to the best of our advantage. You see there Yuki wearing her diaper because she is trying to control her environment. Okay, so 6 minutes. This was pretty quick because I didn't really think it deserved a lot of time. One of the reasons that I actually brought it up was because I've been hearing Jerry Seinfeld uh, complaining about, woke is ruining comedy. No, woke is not ruining comedy, and nothing is ruining comedy. It's only ruining it for Jerry Seinfeld because he can't say the shit that he wants to say because shit has changed. And unfortunately, that's what life is all about. Life is not about shit staying the same. Life is about change. Death is about staying the same. So if you want things to be the same, go ahead, die. Hey, have a great one.